We were having some.
Oh, it's recording.
Hey, now
I got it. Okay, all right, you guys, welcome. We've got a kind of exciting thing that we want to share with you guys today. It's a little bit not the norm because, let's be real, this world is not the norm right now. But you guys, we are in the situation and I guess we have the opportunity to actually be able to do something with what we're blessed with here. Okay, so we work online and people are being quarantined to their houses, and what else are you going to do except scroll through Facebook, do whatever on the social media world, right? So there's a few things that we wanted to bring to you guys today. Is more just like what we can focus on and how we can, through all the craziness that's happening, what we can do to be a light, bring value to people's lives, all of that, so that they can see something besides the craziness, right? And I think that's super important. I think that we could all probably attest, Janet and I have talked about this, that just seeing what's out there can kind of get you down and get you scared and all of that. But really, there's so much positivity as well. And we can be part of that, and we can have that influence on people and be able to do that. So as we go along here, we want to hear from you guys. We want you guys to use the message chat and share with you guys some ideas that you have as well on the graphics ideas and sharing group. If you guys aren't part of that, make sure you go search that on Facebook. There's lots of fun ideas that people are throwing out on there, and we wanted to kind of share that as well. So anyway, before we get started, Janet, did you have some thoughts you wanted to share?
I just love everything you said and agree with everything you said. And I definitely have some thoughts, but as we're kind of going along in our different topics, then I'll kind of share as we go, so we don't make this super long.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you. Okay. All right. So first off, number one, I wanted to just throw out is relationships. Okay. I think right now, more than anything, is our relationships with our family, with our kids, with the people that we love most is number one. My top priority. Jonette's agreeing. She's nodding her head. And we just want, as leaders of our teams, we just want you guys to understand that wholeheartedly is our heart, and that's most important. Now, something that I've learned over my years is if there's something going wrong in my life, you can't focus. You can't 100% focus on that, okay? You need distractions. You need something that's going to bring positivity, hope, all of that into our lives. And that's what we want to be for you guys, okay? So you'll see us a lot. You'll see us posting on social media. You'll see us just being that for everybody that we've ever been able to influence in our lives, right? So we want to encourage you guys.
That you're talking about distraction too, Mindy, because I think especially with everything that's going on, I know I have mindlessly just spent time scrolling and reading, and I want to be informed, of course, but then you get sucked into every meme and every joke and every, which is healthy too. We need to laugh, but also take it very seriously. And I found myself last night being very on edge and having anxiety. And I think that today is a new day, and I've certainly already feel 1,000 times better than I did last night. But it's having that distraction. I sat with one of my daughters this morning, and we looked at old baby pictures and laughed, and that it made me forget, that I have this long day ahead of me of things that I need to do. So focus on those distractions and use your relationships. Find ways that you can learn, the different things to learn besides just mindlessly scrolling.
Right. Okay. And then focus on others. That kind of goes along with that. Give value. Okay. People are wanting it. They're hungry for it. Give them some type of value. It doesn't even have to be business, just something, right? And then focus on your opportunities. Write down 10 good things that happened today. If we can do that every single day, that is it comes back to the whole gratitude thing. Okay. 10 good things that have happened to you to every day. Right, do it every day, 10 things that will make us focus on the good, okay, and keep us all in that right mindset, positivity mindset. So I'll be doing that. Invite you guys to join along. Focus on your progress. Focus on the areas you're making progress in, okay? With stuff like this, there's a lot of the unknown. we don't know what's going to happen for sure. And that comes on every aspects of our life, right? But just focus on what you're able to do each and every day. Focus on your progress. Keep working your business however that feels right to you, and just be a light. Number one, right? And then I put on here, focus on your today. What can you do today to grow your business? We want to hear from you guys. What are some ideas of what you guys have come up with? Drop them in the comments, unmute yourself. Let's chat for a second.
And not only are we, battling illnesses and closures and things like that, but we're also battling our own, we're waiting on Liner to get online and kind of have those challenges within our business as well, which I believe by today,
that's the word.
We should be out of the woods. But how are you focusing on your business, or what are you doing in your business? And maybe help inspire each other and share your ideas. So you can either unmute or maybe type it in and we can talk about it.
I can share.
Oh, yes, please, Wendy.
So I have, I've been in direct sales and network marketing for a long time. And so I actually went through the recession when that happened. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's so important, like you were saying, about that connectedness with people. And my main mission has always been to try and remain positive. So I think that in my business, really just trying to find, like a call like this, normally I'm at work on a Tuesday and I can't get on this call. And so I'm like, woo, I get to be on this call today. I was so excited. So connecting with the right people. Yeah. Like connecting with the right people and people that you trust and know will uplift you. Not that they don't share the same fears and anxieties, like you just said, Jeanette, but just being able to, that sense of connectedness, because I think knowing that you're not alone adds to comfort. And I think we need to be comforted. And so personal development is a huge part for me all the time. Like that's a thread in my life, but I think we need to up our game of what we're pouring into our minds to keep the positive. And so whether it's be getting on a call or watching a live or going and finding positive books or audio books and doing that. And I think for me, part of being a light is I really tried to think about over the last few days, and my husband and I have talked a lot about it. We're just so concerned with the kids who don't either aren't going to have the proper access to learning, because I'm a former educator, or the ones that don't have meals. And so I've decided, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to roll it out, but I wrote it on my paper the other night, and there's a big star next to it, is my town's really, I'm in a small town on Cape Cod in Massachusetts. And, being on an island, you're like, this can really affect people. And so how do we get food to these kids? And so my town is trying to do different things and to do that. But I'm like, I could do a portion of what I sell. One of the restaurants here is doing meals, breakfast and lunch for kids, regardless of their ability to pay, and they don't even need to show a student ID. Mm-hmm. And they said, if you don't feel comfortable going out and, picking up some of these meals and bringing them to people, you can buy gift cards online. And so I know, like, okay, if I take a portion of my sales, keep obviously taking care of my family and, paying the bills and things like that. But I'm so driven by how much more could I do if I'm thinking outside of myself for other people. And I'm like, God's put me in this position to really do more and to be more. So if I can take a portion of my sales, and I don't think people have to be restricted by, okay, if I'm not selling if I'm only at the 25% level, or if I'm only at the 30, like just kind of dump all that out of your brain and really think about, okay, even if it's 5%, knowing that a breakfast is $2 or $2.50 and a lunch is $3, how many meals can I buy for these kids? And and so I'm like, okay, if I'm at the 25% level, and I'm horrible with math, but like, what is that, like $13.50 a bundle or something, right? So like, I mean, that's even just one bundle. That's a lot of meals. And so that's been like something that I'm super excited about. And then the other thought was, and a lot of my girls had questions about this, was how do I have an online party now? How do I give people a distraction? And I'm not talking about the big lash bashes, but I think there's this desire for people to know, how do I do my own party? And so I was like, oh, I think Jeanette and Mindy would be the perfect people to go live and talk about that and do that, because, you know, we know that there's resources in the highlighter group of how to do that. But I think somebody needs to talk about that and provide that education more deeply. So those are two things.
Note taken. Let's do that. Let's make that happen.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Wendy. I've seen your name a few times. It's fun to actually connect with you.
I love it.
So great.
But you're right. It is community, and the what is really heartwarming about all of this whole thing, is the way that people are serving and the way that people are connecting. People want to help people, and our whole world. I mean, you don't have to go very far. You can look at, you know, the people in Italy standing on their balconies singing together, and you can see the like tender mercies of, you know, life and what is happening. And we can provide that. We can do that, and we can share that. And thank you for that, Wendy. That's really gets me excited.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So yes, back to focus on others. That's just like Wendy said, like dump that out of your mind, the whole where we're at in percentage and all that, and just think how we can serve others. And that's going to come back tenfold. Okay. Focus on who you can be was another one. In a crisis, just again, be that light. Okay. Focus on what's available. So did you have something to say, Jeanette?
Nope, I was just going to go on to the next one there.
All right, focus on what's available. We can't go out with friends, and kids are home, all of that, okay? Now, in every situation in our life, we can look at a situation and find the negative, or we can find the positive, right? So the positive with focus on what's available is people aren't working. They're twiddling their thumbs. Where are they going to go? Social media. That's where our presence needs to be. Okay, so let's work on working those algorithms, sharing kind of what we're just kind of just going right back into what we were just saying. And then, you know, the kids are home. That's great. You know, find the positivity in that. Let's just get to know our kids a little bit more. All of that. And then the last thing that I wanted to do was focus on gratitude. And just comes back to those 10 things every day, all of that. And we just need to be a voice of calm and peace and positivity and all of that. Is there anybody else that wanted to share some thoughts or ideas on what they're doing? Anybody?
You can type in the comments too if you don't want to talk.
Going back.
I really like that last thing, Mindy, talking about focusing on gratitude, because it's when we do focus on gratitude that we see the good, and we really do see it all around us. And it's a choice. So I'm just super grateful that we have each other and, you know, this amazing group of women and men who just want to be good people and want to just share light. And so we just keep moving forward with that.
Yes, and going back to the what I saw on the Tori Bell Graphics and Idea Sharing page. So a lady had an event and she bought all this product, and then the event gets canceled, which has totally happened to Jeanette and I. Dinners conference, we're talking thousands of inventory, you guys. Yeah. And I'm totally going to do what this lady's done. She set up her setup in her front room. She went live and she says, hey guys, guess what? This happened and I've got all this product. Who wants it? And she was able to make sales from it, right? She just made a light out of it, was able to, you know, do what she could do. And that's exactly what we all can be doing, is just staying consistent and, you know, do it in a way that's providing value in people's lives. And
that actually happened to me over the weekend. So our event was canceled. We were supposed to go down Thursday. Didn't happen. So I actually took photos of my inventory and I posted it on my regular Facebook page and my business page. And I started a party just with a gal who she actually used to be an affiliate, but she's not anymore. But she has a lot of people who want lashes for prom. So I started an online bash with her. So I have sold over $1,000 in that inventory just over the weekend. So it is possible. If you have inventory laying around, take photos of it, get it in your VIP groups, and make some of your money back that you've spent. So it does work. I can attest to that.
Awesome.
That little thing.
Okay, before we're done here, any more ideas or check in the chat? Wendy says, find the good and share it. Go live more, alone with our kids, walking, cooking, crafting, review a book, be creative. Way to go, Janet.
Woo-hoo.
Awesome, awesome. Cool, cool.
You want to touch base on any of the stuff we learned yesterday from Laura's live?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. If you guys want to go back and make sure you hear that, but she just shared her concern, her love for all of us, and what she's done to like help us. Let's go over that real quick. I've got it in my notes. So the brow kits, any color, when you order a brow kit, the price is not only reduced to $25 from $36, but she's giving a commissionable sales volume of $40, which is huge, okay?
Huge.
And then she's sending us cute little Tory Bell stickers in each order. For the month of March, 1 travel point for every $1 in personal sales. The liners are in. I guess another truck came in as everybody was leaving last night. And they're filling back orders first and then will be added to the site. I always like to make sure that my customers know, and also team members, that if you want something, go ahead and order it, even if it's back order, because then you get in queue and it comes out the day it comes into the warehouse, right? Otherwise you chance it where we're at right now, just kind of missing that boat again. So make sure you just go and order what you need. And then Jason is working on updating the product credits. It's his #1 focus right now. Woo-hoo! Exciting. Okay, we won't have that problem anymore pretty quick of product credits being off. And she did mention that anybody that has 20,000 or more product credits are going to be given the opportunity, if you haven't quite reached the amount, which is 28,000, is that you're able to buy your rank, buy-in. I want to say rank, but buy-in. Okay. Yep. So that's fun.
But don't lose hope.
Yes.
You can get on that trip.
Keep working hard. Cancun's going to be such a.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Okay. And then chat feature is up. Corporate asks that we try that before we escalate any tickets.
Yep.
So if you guys haven't been onto the chat feature on the highlight reel, Anna's done a really good video on how that works. So go try it out, and yeah. That
should be it.
Okay, awesome. Good to connect with you guys. We'll see you next week. Again, if you guys have any questions, reach out at any time. I know we have some affiliates that are in the situation of, their husbands aren't able to work and they've got this opportunity and they're ready to just roll with it, and better believe we're going to be there to help them and support them in any way that we possibly can, because that is the blessing that we all have here. So I'm super excited, super on fire, and ready to just rock and roll.
Love you guys.
Exciting time. We love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.